It's definitely AI. AI technology makes the headlines if it comes to consumers, but it will create the impact when it comes to industry. And that's what we are showcasing. That's what, by the way, Siemens was awarded for yesterday of our industrial co-pilot, which we talk about really large language models and AI, which is really hitting the shop floor. It starts as a co-pilot. The next thing is agents, which are in a network of agents, which are really autonomously doing a job according to your wishes. So it's a big thing and it goes really deep.
It's a very difficult time right now. We talk about trade tensions, geopolitical tensions, so the word tensions everywhere. So how do you actually operate throughout those uncertainties, especially in the States?
So number one is don't overreact, because you have to wait and see how things settle. It's all about maybe make a deal finally and see how the tariffs are playing out. At the same time, Siemens is a global company, so we are working local for local. We have 45,000 people in the United States. We have 30,000 in China, in India as well. So we are very much locally embedded with R&D and manufacturing. We still have goods traveling between the regions, but we reduce it to a minimum amount, and therefore we can play out of that strength. However, higher tariffs create higher inflation, and that slows down economy. And this is a knock-on effect, which we don't like too much.
Yes, of course. We talk a lot as well about the impact on the U.S. economy, what we see and get from the Trump administration currently. I think the jury is still out, but what's your assessment? How's the U.S. doing? You've just spent, I think, 3 weeks on the ground on the West Coast.
So if it comes to politics, I do believe, I understand the logic that if a trade imbalance, that you want to balance it. The question is it about higher tariffs or maybe lowering on both ends, which would be an alternative, which would stimulate growth? That's one thing. The other thing is, if we talk about technology in the United States, AI technology is really, most companies are really embracing it, and they go really deep. They don't just add a little bit AI on top of what they are doing anyhow, but they go really deep in the way how they develop products, changing processes. So do we. We just announced a program, One Tech Company program for Siemens, where we are really changing the fabric of our company. We are changing the operating model, how Siemens works, because we want to use our domain know-how, the data, and combine it with AI technology, with digital twins, which we bring to our customers, and that's really the way to go.
Do you see a difference in demand and also adaptation of exactly that technology of the future between the big regions of the world, the US, here in Europe, and China?
I do. One reason is that we are over-regulating our markets. Regulation, don't get me wrong, regulation is okay, but we have to be very mindful. We should not throttle innovations by regulations. And then I spent 3 weeks, as you said, in the United States, and I didn't say a word on any kind of acts, AI acts, data acts. It's just about how to deploy technology, digitalizing. So we have to really take care that we are getting our regulations in order. I recently said in Europe we should put a moratorium on some of them, get them fixed while innovating, and then bring them back with a good rationale. But we have to really go faster in embracing technologies and do that really deep.